Welcome back to Albums Born Today, where we delve into the history behind albums celebrating their release. It's March 30th, 2024. Let's explore what the past has in store for us today. Bitches Brew is a groundbreaking album by American jazz trumpeter Miles Davis, released in 1970. By the late 1960s, Miles Davis had already established himself as one of the most innovative figures in jazz. He had experimented with modal jazz on albums like Kind of Blue and explored avant-garde territory with albums like Miles Ahead and Sketches of Spain. As the 1960s progressed, Davis became increasingly interested in incorporating elements of rock, funk, and electronic music into his sound. Bitches Brew was recorded over 3 days in August 1969 and February 1970 at Columbia's 30th Street studio in New York City. Davis assembled a large ensemble of musicians for the recording sessions, including multiple keyboardists, guitarists, bassists, drummers, and percussionists. The sessions were marked by a spirit of experimentation and improvisation, with Davis providing loose frameworks for the musicians to work within. Bitches Brew represents a groundbreaking fusion of jazz with elements of rock, funk, and electronic music. Davis and his collaborators employed electric instruments, studio effects, and non-traditional song structures to create a dense, atmospheric sound that pushed the boundaries of what jazz could be. Bitches Brew was released as a double album, with each side featuring extended compositions that blended seamlessly into one another. The album's extended running time allowed Davis and his bandmates to explore different musical ideas and textures in depth. Bitches Brew received mixed reviews upon its release, with some critics praising its bold experimentation and others finding fault with its departure from traditional jazz conventions. However, the album's influence quickly grew, and it is now widely regarded as a masterpiece of 20th century music. Despite its avant-garde leanings, Bitches Brew was a commercial success, reaching number 35 on the Billboard 200 chart. Bitches Brew won the Grammy Award for Best Large Jazz Ensemble Album in 1971, further solidifying its status as a landmark achievement in jazz music. Sign O' the Times is a critically acclaimed album by the American musician Prince, released in 1987. Following the dissolution of Prince's band, The Revolution, and the shelving of his ambitious project, the triple album Crystal Ball, Prince reevaluated his approach to music. He pared down the material from Crystal Ball and began working on what would become Sign O' the Times. The album was recorded primarily at Prince's home studio, Paisley Park, in Chanhassen, Minnesota. Sign O' the Times is known for its eclectic mix of musical styles, including funk, rock, pop, R&B, and gospel. The album's lyrics explore a wide range of social, political, and personal themes, including love, sex, race, poverty, drug addiction, and spirituality. Prince's introspective and socially conscious songwriting is evident throughout the album. While Prince played the majority of the instruments on the album himself, he also collaborated with several musicians, including Sheila E., Levi Caesar Jr., Dr. Fink, Boney Boyer, and others. Sign O' the Times produced several hit singles, including the title track, Sign O' the Times, You Got the Look, featuring Sheena Easton, and I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man. These songs received significant airplay on radio stations and MTV, helping to propel the album to commercial success. Sign O' the Times received widespread critical acclaim upon its release, with many critics hailing it as one of Prince's greatest artistic achievements. The album reached number 6 on the Billboard 200 chart and was certified double platinum in the United States. It also performed well internationally, further solidifying Prince's status as a global superstar. Sign O' the Times is widely regarded as one of the greatest albums of the 1980s and a landmark in Prince's career. Its innovative production, daring experimentation, and profound lyrical content have inspired countless musicians across genres and generations. The Circus is the second studio album by the British synth-pop duo Erasure, released in 1987. Erasure was formed in 1985 by songwriter and keyboardist Vince Clarke, formerly of Depeche Mode and Yazoo, and singer Andy Bell. The duo quickly gained attention for their catchy synth-pop sound and Bell's distinctive tenor vocals. The Circus was recorded in 1986 and 1987 at several studios. Vince Clarke handled the production duties, utilizing synthesizers, drum machines, and other electronic instruments to create the album's distinctive sound. The Circus features a mix of upbeat synth-pop anthems and introspective ballads. The album's lyrics explore themes of love, desire, heartbreak, and self-discovery, often with a touch of wit and irony. The duo's knack for crafting infectious melodies and catchy hooks is evident throughout the album. The Circus spawned several hit singles, including Sometimes, It Doesn't Have to Be, and Victim of Love. The Circus received positive reviews from music critics upon its release, with many praising Erasure's catchy melodies, Bell's emotive vocals, and Clarke's inventive production. The album reached number 6 on the UK Albums Chart and was certified gold in the UK. The Circus solidified Erasure's status as one of the leading acts in the synth-pop genre and helped establish them as international stars. The Division Bell is the 14th studio album by the British progressive rock band Pink Floyd. Released in 1994, The Division Bell was released after a prolonged period of uncertainty and tension within Pink Floyd. Founding member Roger Waters had left the band in 1985, and legal battles over the rights to the Pink Floyd name ensued. The remaining members, guitarist David Gilmour, drummer Nick Mason, and keyboardist Richard Wright, eventually regained control of the band's name and set out to create new music. The album was recorded primarily at Gilmour's houseboat studio, Astoria, on the River Thames in England. Gilmour took on the role of producer, while Wright contributed significantly to the songwriting process. The band also collaborated with longtime Pink Floyd collaborator, engineer, and co-producer Bob Ezrin. The Division Bell features Pink Floyd's trademark blend of progressive rock, ambient textures, and lush orchestrations. The album's lyrics explore themes of communication, relationships, isolation, and the human condition. The title, The Division Bell, refers to the bell that was rung in the British Parliament to signal a vote. The album's artwork, designed by Storm Thorgerson, features two metal heads facing each other across an open landscape, symbolizing communication and division. The concept of communication, or the lack thereof, is a recurring motif throughout the album. The Division Bell produced several hit singles, including Take It Back and High Hopes. The album was a commercial success, reaching number 1 on the UK Albums Chart and number 1 on the Billboard 200 chart in the United States. It was certified multi-platinum in several countries. In hindsight, The Division Bell is often seen as a return to form for Pink Floyd, showcasing the band's ability to create evocative and immersive musical landscapes. The album's themes of communication and reconciliation resonate with many listeners, and it remains a favorite among Pink Floyd fans. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Feel free to leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. Keep the music alive, and we'll see you in the next video.